get these pens out, or pans out of the pens. Shoveling poop out of the stall.
Yeah.
At 43 years old.
But I mean, not, you know, obviously it wasn't intentional.
No, it wasn't. But I tell you what is that I know where they've come from. And if this is the least I can do, which this is pretty much the least we can do to help them, why not? You know what I mean? Like, I get a lot of joy out of this, and then simultaneously, bro, like, I don't have, this is kind of mindful work, as crazy as that sounds. Because it's just a simple task that you don't need to be thinking about the outside world in. You can just kind of come out here and be with animals that have just really a special draw with humans, and then where they came from, they weren't in the greatest of situations, and you put them in a spot where you try to give them the best life they can to rehab. Cleaning up a little poop, it's all right. It's what you got to do. You know what I mean?
Agreed. Since 2008, Hope's Legacy Equine Rescue has rescued over 850 horses, ponies, mules, and donkeys across Virginia. In 2017, they found their permanent home here, Castle Rock Farm in southern Almarlborough County.
It's just you sacrifice a little bit of comfort for helping an animal out that is in need of somebody to rescue it.
It maybe seems like, you know, that's a message that we all can benefit from to a certain extent, because like shoveling shit's not necessarily like an activity that we associate with something that brings us happiness.
Yeah, and
you know.
Yeah, and you don't really equate shoveling poop with saving a life of something that is beyond yours.
That's a very good point.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is a mundane task and you do it every day, but they're probably here because the people that they came from didn't do something like this mundane task every day. You know, I've been to places where I've seen poop 4 feet high,
right?
And they're living in it. So, yeah, scooping up a couple shovelfuls of manure gives them a better place to live. They're not standing in it all day.
Right. Gives them an opportunity for health and sanitation, and somebody giving a fuck.
Yeah, exactly right.
I know she got her pills off.
Old Banjo.
That's a really good point. You know, like, I mean, as a parent too, you know, like, that's how you really know you love your kids, because you take care of them when they're shitting their pants and throwing up and being disgusting, and you have to deal with all the non-glamorous things. You know, you do that when you have true love for something.
Yeah, it's like, it becomes almost a passion.
Thanks, brother.
And so it's weird, like you're like, oh, you're passionate about shoveling poop. No, but it's the thing that's behind the shoveling poop that gives me the passion.
That's right.
It's not the action, it's the result of that action. Good boy. Good boy. Acacia and Major Nelson, so field 7's good. Kona, and she's getting better. She was real ribby. I mean, you can still feel them in here. You can't see it because of how much hair she has. But yeah, she's a really cute little thing.
She really is.
Little buffalo. Hey, Sprout. Still got leaky eye. This is Uncle Timmy, dude. He came in as a bag of skin and bones.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You said this one was from the rescue in Suffolk?
He came from a case up in, I think in the Loudon area.
Okay.
And he's an off-the-track thoroughbred. He used to race, and he was up there, and we took a bunch of them out of there. I think we got like 10 or so, maybe. I can't remember, 13 possibly. And he was one of them. So he lived up in the barn this summer for a while until we were able to get him healthy enough to be turned out in the field.
Makes sense.
Now he looks just very handsome. Call him Stinky Timmy because, man, his poops in the barn were just unbelievable.
Are you serious right now? Is your poops that stinky?
Bro, they were so bad. And he was a stallion, so he's been castrated since he's been here.
Uh-huh.
And him and I would get into battles because he wanted to be in charge and I am in charge.
Oh shit, you hear that?
So, see, he's even trying me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
He's like, don't disrespect me. We wouldn't disrespect
Bro,
you,
he
Cal.
would take his food bowl and throw it. He's a big horse though, dude.
Yeah, he is a big boy.
I mean, I'm on level ground with him. If he might even be a little lower than me and he's above my shoulders.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so hopefully he'll just go to a good home and somebody will take good care of him and he'll probably be a fun little horse for somebody. Buddy.
Except for you're not that little, huh?
No, yeah, exactly. It's just his little baby. Little baby.
Kyle found his way here. So did we. Sometimes the best reset doesn't come from a program or a prescription. It comes from a fire, a day giving back, and peers who understand what you don't have to say out loud. There's something powerful about returning to simple things. Feeding a horse, fixing a fence, splitting wood. Tasks that have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Tasks where you see the result of your effort. For guys who have spent years in complex missions with unclear outcomes, that simplicity is medicine. The Hope's Heroes program brings veterans to Castle Rock. They work alongside Kyle, learning to care for horses who've been through trauma of their own. Nobody has to explain the parallel. These horses were abandoned, neglected, sometimes abused. They've learned not to trust, just as we have. And now, slowly, in the right environment, with patience and consistency, they're learning to trust again. For veterans searching for a purpose after service, we find it here, in the animals that need our help, and each other. The mission is clear. Give these animals a better life than they had before. Success is measurable, not shrouded in geopolitics, manipulation, or uncertainty. The work matters, and unlike so many things in life, in and out of the service, it makes sense. We learned how to be hypervigilant, aware, and action-oriented. But I never really shake that feeling deep down that things are somehow just off or out of phase somehow. Probably because the awareness that was beaten into us starts to expose what's behind the curtain. Behind the curtain, it's heavy. There's no playbook or clear answers. Mostly just hard questions and a search for purpose. But healing isn't dramatic. It's not a moment of revelation or a sudden breakthrough. It's this. Showing up on a Saturday morning, doing work that's hard but honest, connecting with an animal that asks for nothing but presence, sitting around a fire with others who've walked similar paths. It's the accumulation of simple good days that slowly reset what war disrupted. Castle Rock Farm isn't a treatment center. It's not a program with a beginning and an end. It's a place you can return to, a piece of land that holds space for work that matters and people who understand. In a world that often feels disconnected and complicated, it offers something rare, a reason to show up, shake hands. And horses don't care about your rank or your deployment. They just care whether you brought breakfast. This is the methodology: connection, purpose, simplicity, and giving back. The formula isn't complicated. Maybe that's why it works. After years of complexity, sometimes what we need most is to feed a horse, fix what's broken, sit by a fire with friends who get it. It's not therapy, it's just life, done right. Hey guys, if you're getting anything out of this video whatsoever, go ahead and smash that like button, turn on notifications and subscribe to the channel, and drop me a comment below. You being here with me literally means the world. It costs you nothing to support the show, and I appreciate you. I hope I see you there.
Hello, baby mom.
She does look like a little buffalo.
She does, right?
Oh yeah.
I gotta fill that trough up over there.
Oh my God, what'd you do with your pan guy? What is it, Nelson? You don't know what you're talking about.
Man, that's tough to say. I would say for me personally, it's making sure that the facility in the farm is maintained to give them the best home for their rehabilitation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because again, where they usually come from is not the greatest scenario.
Right.
So for me, in like my job here, other than making sure, the gators are running and the volunteers can get what they need to get the job done, is to give them a safe and happy home to land into.
Right.
You know what I mean? That
Absolutely.
landing that they get here, when you turn them out in a pasture after they've been in the intake barn for a little while, or you put them in an area where you can get more one-on-one care with them and like really start to let them come back around to being a horse and like trusting humans again.
Right.
That's important. And so if they have a safe place to do that, that's like, for me anyway, that would be where I would focus more of my attention.
Right. That feels kind of like you're helping to repair the trust
Yeah.
in a relationship
Exactly.
between like an abuser, like that would be like us in that instance, and then like trying to repair that relationship.
You'd
sounds pretty cool.
You'd be surprised, man, how quick like any kind of trauma that you hold on to as a human, like you don't want to put it on them, but you can understand like how you can see that in both human and animal.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so giving them a safe space, it allows the human interaction with them to be better too. And so I like to see that human-horse interaction. For me specifically, I like it more on the veteran side because of just my background and like seeing it with our veteran program. But like just seeing it in general, the happiness that the volunteers get and people that come and visit these guys, I think that it's pretty cool to see that, They get a help in rehabbing these horses just the same as everyone else that's volunteering at the farm.
Yeah, it matters. It makes a difference.
And then they go off and, we have horses that win shows or go off to be family pets for the rest of somebody's life, or, a little girl adopts it and then they grow up with it forever. And it kind of has a huge impact that, coming here and shoveling manure and putting hay out and filling water troughs, it seems like that you're not making an impact, but you're giving an impact to somebody so farther down the line that you have no idea about.
Well, I mean, as somebody that only comes here sometimes, like, the vibe here is like, it's a good vibe, but it's a heavy one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
Like you can feel it. It's heavy.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of responsibility for it, because if we weren't here, where else would they be?
Like, it doesn't feel like we're just shoveling shit.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like if I was just shoveling shit, I think I would be cracking jokes and being real jovial, like when we're just doing busy work in the service. But it has a heavier quality to it.
There's almost like, my time in the service was great, but I find a lot of meaning behind this.
Me too.
There's a lot of meaning. And not that it wasn't meaningful doing what I did in the service, it's just a different type of meaning.
Agreed.
And this has been a great landing spot for me after leaving the service.
That's cool.
Being around them, it's helped me a whole lot.
Awesome.
A lot.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's a great thing that you're doing up here.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. It's you never would have really, I would have never probably realized it, and then all of a sudden it just clicked one day, and it's like, oh, these things are pretty magnificent creatures. Maybe we should share this with some people that are going through some hard times, that have tried every other option, and then they come up here and they're like, oh, I didn't realize this is all I needed. I just needed to be around this animal, regulate my emotions a little bit,
Right. Absolutely. Cool thing. I came to Castle Rock Farm to see what happens outside the noise. What I found was simpler than that. Something so simple it's hard to find the words to express it. I found work that matters, animals that need help, and a reminder that healing doesn't require complexity, just consistency, connection, and a place to show up. Kyle, brother, thank you for letting us in, for sharing this place, and for showing what the next mission can look like. To Maya and everyone at Hope's Legacy, thank you for building something that matters and holding space for those of us still finding our way. And to the guys around the campfire, you know who you are. This is what brotherhood looks like when the uniforms come off. We're not done serving, we're just serving differently. Hope's Legacy Equine Rescue has saved over 850 horses since 2008. Hope's Heroes brings veterans to Castle Rock throughout the year, not for therapy, but for something better. Honest work, good company, and animals who've learned to trust again. Kyle will be here tomorrow morning, feeding horses, mucking stalls, doing the same work he did today, because that's what this place requires, and that's what these horses need, and that's what keeps bringing us back. In a world that's complicated and loud, places like this offer something rare, a reason to get up, work to be done, and a mission that makes sense. Sometimes that's all any of us really need. Until next time, stay fresh, cheese bags.